Hey guys, how you guys doing? Like the stream and subscribe to the channel.
You sleep with your phone next to your head. You might want to stop. Your phone gives off radiation, even when you're not using it. It disrupts your sleep, gives you headaches, and over time, it could increase your risk of cancer. But that's not the worst part. Phones have started fires from overheating while charging, while people were sleeping. Yeah, not smart. Just put it on the other side of the room. You'll sleep better, and maybe live longer.
I don't know for sure when it comes to the phone being, for example, put it under a pillow or between the pillow, between the couch cushion, it definitely become warmer. So here are the few reasons why you shouldn't sleep with your phone next to you. Because I do understand a lot of the time the reason why we tend to sleep with our phone next to us is because we're probably scrolling through social media, TikTok, we're just watching some funny videos. Because most of the time probably that's our routine to warm down or just wind down to be able to fall asleep. But we do know somewhere in the back of our minds that it's not helpful, because we do know the blue lights from our screen tend to keep us awake, or basically hinder us from actually falling asleep, deep sleep. So sleep quality, the reason why you want to keep your phone away from you, because you want to help with your sleep quality. You know that sleep recovery is very important. It will always be a gold standard. There will never be a time that sleep is not important. I understand a lot of the time we probably don't have the moment to sleep enough to get the amount that we actually would want. But still, when you do get sleep, you would hope that it's the quality, even though if you don't get as much quantity, but you would hope that it's quality. So when it comes to notification alert that can disturb your sleep cycle, this is the reason why it's best to keep your phone away from you. And also radiation. Radiation come from the mobile phone and from technology as a whole. Although minimal, they say it's very small amount of radiation that we can actually get from this, from your phone. But still, even if it was a big amount, at this point, would they say how much it actually is? Because I presume, I'm really guessing, perhaps you've seen some videos online, social media, where they show you how they are actually testing for the amount of radiation that is coming from your phone. The bottom line is there is radiation coming from your phone. So a prolonged exposure to this radiation could cause, unhelpful side effects that we really want to happen to our body. Another reason also, you want to put your phone away before you go to sleep, basically away from your bed or close to, not close to you, is because mental health, constant access to social media can lead to stress or anxiety, because not only that you're just constantly just scrolling, you're looking for a fulfillment, you're looking for a place or moment where you feel, okay, I'm complete, or now I'm satisfied. Because a lot of the time when you scroll into our phone, you're looking for something. Some probably could be something that's a funny video or a cooking video or something that is out of the ordinary. But that could lead to a lot of stress, because when you keep searching and your mind is thinking, okay, I'm not where I want to be, or you just keep searching. That can cause anxiety. And also seeing other people's lifestyle, the way that they are living their lives, can create some form of envy and can create some form of lack. When you look around you, you see, okay, these people in social media seem to have everything figured out, they're having the best life, so why me? So comparing yourself with someone and with anyone is a disservice to yourself, because only you can be you, and at the same time you cannot be other people. And another thing too, you have to do your best to be grateful for everything that you have. It can be very small, it can be very big, no matter what, because what that does is that it sets you up for a moment that you can be fulfilled within yourself. Because really, as much as we have goals, as much as we have things that we want to achieve, or things that we want to get, that new car, that new house, that new vacation, that whatever your goals are, still you have to try to control your urges, because we've heard many stories and we ask if it's actually true. And there's a lot of people who actually confirmed it, that a lot of the times people who has the most amount of money in the entire world are the most unhappiest people. And you know, not only that they're unhappy, they are also unhealthy. And is it really necessary? I can say it is necessary, because once you don't have it, you aspire to, you want to have it. But once you really get it, then you understand what really comes with it. So another thing is distraction. It can be tempting to check your phone and leading to a late night, having or staying up later. Basically, let's say for example, when you have your phone nearby you, you wake up, you may probably you had a bad dream. Probably the sheets were they're too warm for you. You wanted to uncover yourself, or you wanted to, it was too cold, your room was too cold, you wanted to cover yourself. Or for example, the pillow, you basically make a small adjustment, or you just wanted to get up and go to use the toilet. And you notice your phone is there and you pick it up, and that can distract you from actually going back to sleep and staying asleep. And the blue light, I already talk about that, the blue light, and that all the screen has blue light. We don't see it as blue, but it's a light to actually keep us, basically engaged. And it's not directly for that, but it is the light that is being shown or just beamed into our faces from different variety of screens. And what that does, it tends to mess up with our melatonin. Mellow, helps us to fall asleep and stay asleep. This is the chemical that our body needs. And the production of it can be interfere with the blue lights that is coming from our screens. This is the reason why a lot of the time they are saying there's this blue light protection glasses, shades that you can get, but not everybody would want to do that. Yeah. So it's best to perform some other ways that you can minimize having your telephone close to you. And I do understand there are some people who will say, okay, I can put my phone on airplane mode. Yes, you can do that, but still, now you still have to exercise some form of self-control too. If you wake up in the night, that you don't go through it. And a lot of the time, that could be you making life more harder than it should be for yourself. And what by that I mean, you put your phone, you're going to sleep, you put your phone on airplane mode and say, okay, I'm not gonna touch it until the next day. But you happen to wake up or you couldn't fall asleep, you pick it up and you go through it, not realizing that when you can't fall asleep, it's probably a moment that your brain is calling out to you. Your psyche is saying, okay, something is not wrong, or you had a bad day, you haven't processed your emotions, you haven't really made sense out of things. Because really, a lot of the time when we cannot sleep, is our mind who's telling us that this puzzle, everything is so mixed up. Imagine a spaghetti bowl. Everything is everywhere. It's just like very much chaos. So what our brain is telling us is we need to put time aside to make sense out of whatever happened, whatever is actually keeping you up. Because once you do that, once you really take time to really think about it, to really reflect and make sense out of it, you might fall asleep. You realize that you might fall asleep quicker than you actually notice. So I understand. And the last reason I can say is that we covered the notification, but not to forget calls. You can get calls in the nighttime. That's gonna definitely disrupt your sleeping quality, and also the duration of your sleep. So is it really worth it? Really? I mean, there's some people might say, okay, the reason why I have my phone, I sleep with my phone next to me, is because even though I put it on airplane mode, is because your alarm. Sometimes that's true, but the fact of the matter is, are you gonna use it only, when to use it when the alarm actually go off, when you wake up in the night? Because there's a saying, out of sight, out of mind. If you already know that your phone is on your nightstand or really nearby to you, you're gonna always be thinking about it. If you wake up in the night, you're gonna think, okay, I can just reach here for my phone, and then I can go through social media, keep scrolling until I, have the urge to fall asleep again. But at the end of the day, this is simply a tip that, to bring awareness to you, to perhaps make some adjustment. If you're realizing that your sleeping quality is actually not the way that you want it to be, then perhaps this could be something that you can look into. Yeah, like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.